Yeah. Blackjack. Life is like a game of cards. It's not what you dealt, but how you play it. Yeah. Blackjack. To play each situation correctly. I remember they used to laugh at a brother.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy Delray Richardson, StraightGameTV. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the bell, subscribe to the channel. I want to first thank you guys for tuning in and really supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Tell a friend. I'm gonna get right into it. The question that was posed to me today was from a young lady, and she wanted to ask me. She said, do I think that Tupac had a thing for light-skinned women? And I really had to stop and pause and think about that for a minute, you know, as an honest question, because like I stated, when I first met Tupac, I met him through my homegirl who was from the D.C. area, and she was what you considered in D.C. as a red bone. You know, she was a light-skinned woman, so it kind of hit me personally. I was like, wow, you know, from my own personal experience, and also the night that we were at the Hollywood Athletic Club, and he met Faith, you know, another light-skinned young lady. So to me, I would say Tupac had a type. I wouldn't say he favored, you know, light-skinned women over dark-skinned women or anything like that. I think that would be unfair to say that, but I think he definitely had a type, and more importantly, the type that he liked also liked him. You know what I mean? You know, I think for them, they were thinking, you know, what he said in his lyric, like, you know, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I think, you know, women probably thought that about him as far as, you know, being a sex symbol, you know, and whatever they saw in Tupac, you know, from that perspective. But if you go, you know, through the data, and for the people who we understand and know that he publicly dated, you know, there is some truth to that. But like I said, I feel like Tupac, he loved all women, and more importantly, the women loved him back. But you know, if you go through the list, you know, the young lady who asked the question, she definitely has a point. I don't know if she sat down and really done her research and checked it out. And I was like, you know what? I was like, yeah, he had a type. He, you know, he liked the, you know, the light skinned women, like I said, but he also, you know, he's dated dark skinned women, and brown skinned women. So I think, you know, it's a slippery, you know, kind of slope when you're dealing with that. But like, we can go with the list. It's like Sarah Chapman, you know, she's a fairly light skinned sister. Faith Evans, Jasmine Guy, his longtime friend. I don't think they dated. Jada say they didn't date, so I'll go by what she said. Jada Pinkett. Then you got Sally Richardson. Then you have the young lady who was dating right before he died, who was also in Vegas with him. You got Kidada Jones. Then you have Tiny, T.I.'s now wife. Tupac had dated her back in the day. Then you got, I would say, Tupac's friend, because from my understanding and what I saw, they never dated. Left Eye, you have Left Eye. You also have Heather Hunter, who was in the How Do You Want It video. You also have Jara Everett. You have her. But then you go on to, you know, the other side of things. You know, you got Whitney Houston, you know, who's not fairly light skinned. You know what I mean? You have Angel Kelly. You have Arnell Simpson. And it was, you know, most people don't know this, but the same night that Tupac met Faith Evans at the Hollywood Athletic Club, he met Arnell Simpson. That was a 2-for-1. You know what I mean? So Pac was a bad dude, man. Then you have, you know, outside of that thing, when you talk about, you know, that situation, you have, like, you know, women even outside of being considered a black woman, or, you know what I mean, a light-skinned woman. You have Madonna, who was a white woman. Then you have Sharice Neal, who was also a white woman. So I think Tupac, like I said, once again, he loved the women who loved him, you know what I mean, and who he found attractive. But like I said, I do believe factually by looking at the evidence and the pictures and things that we have, that he did have a type. And like I said, it was, I'm all right with that, you know what I mean? But I think the young lady was on to something. I don't know if she was kind of like, some people be deep in their feelings about Tupac sometimes too. So, in asking that question, about him, I think that it was a very good observation. And then, like I said, I had to go back to my own personal experience in dealing with him and when I first met him, you know what I mean? And then you have other women, photos with him kissing on them and stuff like that, who were fairly light-skinned women, you know what I mean, who we don't know their names, and we don't know if he had a relationship with them, from that perspective. But like I said, yeah, like, Tupac loved the women and the women loved Tupac. So what do you think from this video, like I said, and what I pulled up, all of the pictures and things like that? Do you think Tupac had a thing for light-skinned women, or do you think Tupac loved all women? And like I said, because I can say from this perspective right here, the darkest woman that Tupac dated was his then wife, Keisha Morris. You know what I mean? And like I said, they got married and got divorced, or got the marriage, or should I say, annulled shortly after he got out of prison. So yeah, so what do you think? You think he had a type? You know what I mean? Or you think he loved all women? You know what I mean? Me personally, I think he loved all women, and I think the women loved him. And so most of them happen to be light skinned. But I think, he liked that. That was his thing. That was his type. So, chime in, tell me what you think. Your boy Delray, Straight Game.